Alright, we're back with another back testing video. Okay, we have two supply zones marked up here. Okay, price is coming down, probably gonna break structure on our MB here. Let me go to 4 hours, see where we're at. Okay, 4 hour, we retrace back up. Didn't hit the supply zone here before going back down, so price may not want to come into here. Let me erase that. But price may want to come back up either into this zone or this zone. So I'll just mark these up real quick and see if it reaches there, great. If not, I'll just erase it, no big deal. Okay, this can be our 4 hour zone here, and we also have a 4 hour zone here. Okay, price broke down. Okay, created a supply zone here and here. Okay, and structure is still overall bearish. Okay, so I'm gonna go 2 hour 15 minute and let's see what price wants to do. We do have a supply zone here. Let me go ahead and mark that one up. Okay, price may trade through it, might hit the zone and trade down, we'll see. So let me zoom out a little bit so we can see a little more. Alright, let's play price. Okay, price broke through this zone here. Tested that zone before breaking down possibly. Yep. Alright, so we can already see price enter this zone, traded down before breaking past it. So this zone here, I will call it invalid. Let me take that one off. Okay, price broke through this zone too. We did see it did come to test it, mitigate it, or pulling back down and then pushing into this zone. So let me go ahead and erase this zone here. Let me extend here so we can see, yep, price barely tapped into it. Alright, so let's hit the rewind feature here, see what we have going on our 1 minute. Let's zoom out here and play price. So this could be our buyer's climax, automatic rally, secondary test in phase B before the spring, test of the spring, last points of supplies before the breakdown. Okay, so let's go ahead and mark this up. Let me zoom in here a little bit. Alright, so we have our buyer's climax. Automatic rally down here. Okay, price pushes up, test the supply zone here, the secondary test, push down, another test, secondary test in phase B, or UT. This could be our UT, break down, test the demand in here before pushing price up, creating our UTAD. Where are we at? Right here. So this one here is our UTAD. Let me lock up this zone so we don't move it. Okay, we have our UTAD, our supply zone here. Price breaks down, comes back to trade into it. This could be our test actually here, test of our spring or our UTAD before breaking back down. Okay, I'm breaking down. So let's go to back to our 15-minute zone time frame, whatever. Okay, looks like we created another impulsive move up for the breakdown. Let me label this as our MB from here to here. Okay, price breaks above this, then it invalidates this one. Okay, so let's see. What do we have here? Price created a supply zone, another supply zone. Let's go ahead and mark some of these up. Okay, we have supply zone here. And then we have another one right in here. Let's go ahead and mark that one up as well. Okay, zoom out. Let's let price play out a little bit. Price traded into it, broke it. Okay, so this one was invalidated before trading into this zone here. Did it trade into that zone? It did not. We didn't hit our supply zone. Or did it? Let me see. I don't know if I marked this up correctly. Let me pull this down to the bottom right here. Why is it not clicking there? Okay, like right there, right? So we can see it did tap into it, just barely. Okay, so we can come back and let's go back to our rewind feature. Let's see how price played into it. Okay, we do have a little accumulation here. Let's watch price. Alright, price started breaking down quick. So here we did have a slowing in price here. Okay, so this could be our preliminary supply, secondary, or our buyer's climax. Buyer's climax here. We have our automatic rally. Alright, we have our secondary test. Alright, clearing the liquidity up here, breaking down. So we're creating a trend line of liquidity here. Okay, so all this needs to be mitigated. Have our secondary test in phase B right here. Okay, before we hit our spring, our UTAD. Okay, we hit our UTAD. So we can see price broke down. Okay, validated it, never traded back into it. Creating another supply zone here. Just closed below it, came back, traded into it. This could have been an entry here before the breakdown. So let's go back to our 15-minute and play price again, see what he wants to do. Actually, let's mark up our new supply zone right here and see if price comes and plays into it or breaks it. Okay, price broke down, didn't hit our supply zone. Okay, came up, filled some imbalance, creating a new supply zone here. Let me go ahead and take this one off. and let me just keep playing price. So price already validated this block here. Let's play price, and it's continuing to break down. Let's see, it's gonna tap any zones over here. Do we have any? Let me go to my 4 hour. Nope. So price already broke through this zone, broke down. So we are bearish. Let's go to our 15-minute. And let's just continue playing price and see what price wants to do. Price could trade up into a supply zone here. We're breaking down, okay. So let's mark up some supply zones. See if price wants to trade into it. So I do see a supply zone here. Let's go ahead and mark it up. So I see one here. There's more here, but let's see. We have another one here. Let's go ahead and mark that up. Let's see if price even wants to tap our zones. Price is breaking back down. Did it tap our zone? Yes, it did here. Okay, perfect. Now we can zoom in, see what happened. Okay, so price left our zone, came back, tapped into it, traded out, came back in. So let's go ahead and watch it play out. Let me go ahead and hit the rewind. Go to our 1 minute. And let's watch price play out. Does it go back into it again? It does, before it breaks away. All right. So here we have, this could be a little accumulation here for a distribution, but this can also be part of an overall distribution. So let's go ahead and start labeling some stuff up here. So we can have our buyer's climax, automatic rally, secondary test, sign of weakness, our UTAD, UT, breakdown, test, breakdown. So let's go ahead and start labeling this. So we have our buyer's climax, our AR, KAR tested demand here, brought price up, secondary test, tested supply in here. Okay, break down, our sign of weakness. Okay, before we hit our UT. Okay, price comes back down, feels imbalance in here, takes price up with our UTAD. Let me lock this up so it doesn't move. That's our UTAD. Okay, price comes down, leaves a big imbalance in here, so price should come up, fill most of the imbalance before breaking down. There was no entry here, but possibly here, this last point here created a demand zone, supply zone here, or even this one here created the supply zone, broke away, came back to test it, and then broke down. Okay, before taking price even lower. So let's watch price again. Okay, let's minimize this here to about there. We created a new supply zone here. See if price wants to come trade into it, see how it reacts. Okay, price traded into it and then out of it, and then testing this supply zone here. Okay, so let's go back in here. Let me move this to about here. So that's where we're at. Rewind this here. All right, let's watch price play out. So this could be a buyer's climax, automatic rally, okay, or this can just be part of a distribution here. I won't use any of this for our distribution here. This can be part of an accumulation. So here we have our buyer's climax, automatic rally, secondary test, ST, ST for the breakdown, and then it comes back up to test the zone in here. So let's see. Let's go ahead and start labeling this up. We have our buyer's climax here. Now we're automatic rally. Secondary test, come to test some of the supply in here for breaking down. Giving us our UT. Right here, testing the supply in here for breaking down, coming back up to retest. Let's actually play price out for the breakdown, right? So came back to test the supply zone in here. Call this one our test. Right before breaking down, giving us our sign of weakness here. Forgot to mark that one up. So we have our sign of weakness. Could have entered here. Stop loss above the STMB for the breakdown. Alright, so let's go back to our 15-minute. And that's how we are here. So let's end it there and we'll continue.